Welcome everyone, today we'll have a new guide video and also a first giveaway for Diablo 4. So in this video, we'll break down into several parts. The first part will talk about the latest giveaway from our channel for Diablo 4 and for a copy of Diablo 4. And we'll talk about how to do this and also instructions. On the second part of the video, we'll look into the guide I have prepared for you guys. It's about when should you play in solo and when should you be playing in a co-op for Diablo 4 for the most benefit, including different features of the game, changing servers, dungeons, and also even playing PvP or playing hardcore. We'll also talk about the benefits of playing co-op with player trading and also synergies and also different features that you can be benefiting from. Now, similar to all of our videos, if you want the link to this particular article, make sure you go to the description and also have a look over there. So coming over to the most exciting part. So what is happening with our first Diablo 4 giveaway? So initially this was an email sent to me by one of our generous Dutch viewers, and he does not wish to disclose his name. So here what is happening is, so he recently bought a new PC that came with a NVIDIA Series 40 card, and this one had a promotion on it. So if you guys want to have a look, this is the actual official promotion over here, and here you can see the post over here. So after getting the card, he already pre-purchased Diablo 4 already, so he doesn't need 2 copies of Diablo 4. So he wrote me an email offering a giveaway for the 3 copies of Diablo 4 he has obtained. Now likely this is going to be a standard edition, so this is likely not an early access edition. But regardlessly, it's a free Diablo 4, right? So this is really nice of him. And so here is the instructions I spoke to him about. So first, in order to participate in this free Diablo 4 copy giveaway, what you want to do is in this video. So make sure you leave a nice comment to be in the draw for this giveaway. And of course, guys, it is not required for the giveaway, but if you want to like and also subscribe, that would be really nice as well. And then, once the comments are posted, what we'll do is about within 7 days, we'll select a winner randomly from the posting date of this video. And the winner's name and also, the YouTube name and everything will be pinned at the top of the comment. So this way I'll be replying to your comment and I'll try to contact you through the YouTube messages and also through direct messages on Discord with instructions of how to claim the free Diablo 4. Now, one thing to notice is that because the instructions for the whole NVIDIA giveaway is that they need you to have a 40 series card. So this can be a little tricky. And once we have a winner, I'll go through the details with you because this gets a little tricky because there's more instructions that was given to me about this whole giveaway because it's a free copy that came with the NVIDIA 40 series. And we'll work on this as well. Now, because this is going to be our first giveaway and there was a tricky path to this, I didn't want to jump the gun too much, right? But if things works well and we do get the giveaway successfully, I'll try to do more giveaways with Diablo 4. I'll be looking for more, full game codes for you guys and try to do some personal giveaways with Diablo 4 as well. And of course, guys, if you're interested in, giving the community a free giveaway for Diablo 4, let me know as well. And this is a really good way to give back to the community as well. And over here you can see some of the conversation through the emails. I try to not include everything because some of the information he's not happy with sharing. And here we do have a big shout out to Sweatshop. So this is going to be the claim of a Dutch viewer, and he's planning to rush to level 100 with his claim. And they also have tons of guides and also videos and also tips for players. So if you guys want to join them, definitely a big shout out to them and check them out. Now, before we go over to the second part of the video, I do want to come over to this video previously posted about yesterday, and I do want to apologize to you guys about not being able to see things more clearly. So what happened in that video is I was providing a lot of guides and tips that I can think of during the beta that everything we thought of. But what I wasn't realizing is giving away, tips and also suggestions to tell the players to AFK in the game like Diablo is not really a good idea. I didn't think about this through, and I do really want to apologize about this. And I don't want to, make it, bad for the community to be having a lot of AFK players. After thinking about this, I think this is a really bad idea. And I do want to, apologize to all the players that was not really too happy about this. After thinking about this, I also agree. It's not a good idea. And during the time of making the video, I was just too excited to share everything I know. And I have tried to edit that part out of the video as well. And if you do see the video that's not processed, sometimes it takes a while for the YouTube to take that away. And have also adjusted the article I wrote to take away that part. So in the future, guys, if you do see any tips and sort of suggestions, and I try to find you guys everything right, if you feel something that is not right and not beneficial for the community for the long term, let me know in the comments and I'll try my best to adjust. And we want to have we want to have a good environment for the longevity of the game. And I'll try to my best to give you guys all the tips and all the informations. Now coming over to the next part of the video. So this is the article I actually wrote before the giveaway that was offered to me, and here we're going to go through this. So the main theme of this video that I plan to focus on is when should you play solo and when should you play co-op in Diablo 4. And there's going to be a lot of features because Diablo 4 is like an MMO multiplayer game now. So I really want to highlight my insights with you guys, and what we'll do is we'll go through my my highlights of why you should want to play solo, and then we'll go through why you want to play co-op. And then we go through, what you should do at the start of the game and what is the best way to get through the game. Now, personally, through my Diablo 2 and also Diablo 3 hardcore experience, I was actually top 10 Paladin on the season hardcore for one of the seasons. So I was using 2 utility rings and I was using Paladin followers. So back then, I was playing a lot of solo with Diablo 3, not Diablo 4. And I do find that there's a lot of benefits in playing solo, but there's also a lot of benefits in joining the guild and also playing with other players. So what is one of the reasons that we want to play solo? Is that at the launch of the game, I'm not saying this is a guarantee, but if you guys know Diablo 3, there will be a lot of kill time, there's possible disconnects, and this is during the early access and also official launch of the game. So the first week will be a little rocky with playing, Diablo with co-op. And if you guys are planning to speedrun the content, get to level 50, 70, and 100, then you could be playing solo. So one of the reasons I said playing solo will be good is that if you're playing co-op, both of the party of the players has to be on the exact same quest, down to the very tiny stage of the quest chain. So if a player that is inconsistent in the party, only the leader will progress in the story, and the other player will not be able to progress in the story. And this is actually really terrible because if you can't clear the story, you can't go to World Difficulty 3 at level 50. So this is one of the pre-requirement to get to World Tier level 3 is that you reach level 50, you also clear the entire campaign. So one of the biggest warning I want to give to you guys if you plan to play with a partner with co-op is that if your partner do disconnect, you either wait for the other person or you continue to play solo. Because if you play at a different story intervals of the quest chain, then one of the players will be losing out. Now, secondly, playing solo also allows us to have more flexibility with world difficulty adjustment. Let's say if you play a part of the game that your gear is under-leveled, you can adjust your difficulty. And if you get stronger, you can adjust accordingly. So it is much more freer to switch your world difficulty if you're playing solo, and it is also nice to switch servers. But of course, you can be joining your friends through the Town Portal, right? So it does have more flexibility if you're playing solo compared to playing co-op. Now, playing solo can also be really good if we're playing in the higher difficulty Nightmare dungeons, because those dungeons are set to by the developers, they have limited revives, and if your partner is like someone that's very squishy that dies a lot, then that's not good, right? So this is the case that if you're playing solo and if you plan to save your revives, this can be more strategic and also more, more like a personal thing that you spend the revives accordingly and how you want to play it. So you're responsible for your own revives in the high difficulties. But in the other cases, it can also be good if you're planning to test a build or maybe a combo for your class. So playing solo do have advantages. And in case you guys are wondering, we do have a guide over here to talk about itemization, and which talks about, difficulties of the dungeons and also what items you can get for the late game. Now, personally for me with Diablo, so I like to play action RPG games. Sometimes I don't use my brain. Sometimes I just be like, I listen to music, I just, play, I just be like, don't think, I just click, I just farm. I do that for a few hours. And this is a little harder if you're playing co-op because you need to sync with everyone, right? So sometimes playing solo for action RPG games, you just grind and you just farm, you just don't think of anything. You do things systematically, you just repeat what you do. You can be listening to music or watch one of the videos. Pretty nice, right? And finally, for playing solo, so there will be features in the game like hardcore, which can be not much better with playing solo because the difficulty is lower. And this is one of the reasons I was playing solo on hardcore in Diablo 3. And as for PvP, if you're playing solo, they can be a little more difficult because you might face players that's playing in a group. But you can play more excitingly because playing solo is like, I guess, it's a different experience in PvP. We'll talk about the benefits of playing co-op in PvP as well. Now, if you guys haven't subscribed, it is a really good time to do so, because I'll be covering tons of Diablo 4 related topics and also videos and also guides. We'll be looking to the top meta builds, non-meta builds, leveling up, and also Paragon tricks. We're also looking to the latest events and also official updates, and also changes to different characters and also different builds in the game. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and also turn the notification on, because a lot of you who are watching the videos have not subscribed. You can see 80% of the viewers who are watching our videos have not subscribed, so make sure you subscribe to stay tuned for the latest update for Diablo 4. So coming over to the next part, I know I said a lot of good things about playing solo, so what about playing co-op? Well, the first thing is a player trading system, and which allows us to trade rare items and also gems. If I'm playing Thorns Barbarian or if I need a really good two-hand weapon, my friend who gets it can trade it to me, which would be really good. Now there's a lot of more benefits with playing co-op, that's why I decided to put this second part, and it's sometimes a little harder to get the co-op going, so this is also one of the reasons I decided to do the solo part first, because most of us will be playing solo. When you play co-op, you can have skill synergies. Sometimes your skills will do more damage to disable enemies, sometimes you can debuff enemy with vulnerability that both of you can enjoy, and sometimes it's a slow, maybe freeze, maybe chill, which will be really good. And also, as you're playing a co-op, you'll be gaining 10% additional experience. And this really do adds up, because, after level 50, 70, you really wanted more experience for your Paragon level. Now, we do have the latest guide. Actually, it's this guide I talk about. So in this video, we'll also talk about other ways of getting more bonus experience. Now, some of the viewers have said that in this guide that we talk about, the campfire might be removed out of the game because during the server slam, they couldn't find a campfire that provided 15% more experience. And during the beta, they were able to find it. So we'll have to wait for the launch of the game to see what happens. Now, as we play co-op in a party or just with other players that is around, the players revive function will be really good. Over here, you can see this players reviving me after I have died. And this makes you kind of invulnerable after being revived. And similarly, if you're playing a dungeon with a friend that you die, you have to respawn at a respawn point, which can take a few minutes to run back, trust me. But if you have a friend that revives you, that can save a lot of time, which will be really good. Now, on the topic of going for dungeons and also world bosses, playing in a team can be really good for different synergies and also target farming, and also doing different objectives in the dungeons. And we did talk about a few of the AFK farming method and also the actual experience method. And those AFK farming method will be focused on playing in a team of co-op players. So this will not be about just standing in the events anymore. This will be about, playing the dungeon and take a break while your friends are still farming the dungeon. And also extra experience points will be really good if you're looking for those. Now, finally, playing in co-op for PvP can be very beneficial because it's powers in numbers, right? Those other players are less likely to kill you in the PvP zone, which will make a video about this very soon, because in the PvP zone, there will be a higher density of monsters to be farming. And not only you can farm players, you can also farm monsters, or the other way around. And also there will be after that you have to turn in the PvP currency into the currencies you can use for buying mounts and also gambling. So what that means is you can be protecting each other while you turn into currencies or hunt and also farm together in groups for players and also for monsters. So over here as a summary, so when should we be playing solo and when should we play co-op? What I recommend is, it is optional guys if you're playing to clear the story mode. Probably it is easier and also faster to play solo to finish the story mode for the full campaign, and also enjoy the cinematic and also the cutscenes and everything in your own time if you want to enjoy the lore. But once you get after level 50, playing co-op can be much faster, because it will be in-game content, which we'll talk about in this video briefly. I'll have a video to explain about the in-game content, like farming for the the bounties and also farming the Helltide event. That can be really beneficial if you're playing co-op, that you do separate objectives and also double your time. I mean half your time in completing those. So we'll talk about this very soon. And of course guys, if you do find a butcher or maybe a goblin horde of goblins in a dungeon, make sure you add your friends and make sure you invite them to your party, because you can be getting a lot of rare items. Even at world difficulty 2, you can get the unique butcher's axe that will be really rare, and also get mount skins from those jobs. And finally guys, yes, if you're looking for players to play a co-op together with, I will be having a Discord channel ready for the player trading and also for looking for claims. And we'll be having our own Mattjestic claim very soon. And what I do is, once I get ready with the game and once the game launches, we'll make a few of the claims. Maybe there will be a claim for hardcore, there will be a claim for focus on PvP, there will be a claim focus on leveling, and there will be a claim that is chilling. So there'll be a lot of claims we'll be making, and we'll go through a lot of content together and also share tips together. So make sure you join Discord and also join the Mattjestic claim for more fun videos and also more guides. Now, before I finish, although it is a lot of talking about playing solo, play co-op, the biggest focus of playing Diablo 4 is have fun and also enjoy the game at your own pace. Whether it's playing solo or playing co-op, it's not just about minimal and also maximizing the gears, the time, it's also efficiency of speedrunning the game. It's about enjoying the time in your own ways and also with your own method. So even though I give you guys all the guides and everything, we don't want to get burned out in the game in the first week, and I really want you guys to enjoy the game and the way you like it. Now, before you go, and if you guys didn't know, we have a new YouTube channel. And if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and check out the behind the scenes and also fun clips and also more stories about us. And then you get to know me a little more personally instead of just reading the news and also the games, right? So I want to share a little bit more with you guys. So make sure you check this channel out if you're interested about Matt and also Uni. She's really funny too, and she's really shy. So I want to give her a surprise and do a shout out for the new channel to get some subscribers. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time.